on the minds of the Utah Jazz in the same situation a season ago against the Sacramento Kings. Saved by Malone, who walks the tightrope and gets it off to
all the dirty work. Defends the hardest player on the other team typically, rebounds the ball and knocks down open shots.
Here's Karl Malone's first offering in game one. He had 50 points. He is the leading side over Polonese. The rebound by Karl Malone. Here's Hornacek at midcourt. And Utah sets with Hornacek popping and hitting a 20-footer.
Well, what kind of offense they're running, but they got to get the ball inside sometimes. Gary Payton's only a 34% three-point shooter.
And Karl Malone hits his second consecutive.
That's at the top of the show whether Payton could do it by himself, Kevin. Sure, he's talented, but he's got to get these guys involved as he just...
That's a good three because that's a shot that the offense calls for. They're posting up Payton, they're double-teaming, they've got to make him pay.
Russell inside, court. Jerry Sloan, and there's the early shooting. Utah has not missed from the field. Rashard Lewis from high school to the NBA, and he gets his first two.
He doesn't have to do much but just get open and didn't go up over.
And he's a hustler. Russell from outside.
Doesn't even make an effort to get back on defense, complaining to the officials.
John Stockton, almost a career.
Half court. This team executes too well, Utah does, to have a mental lapse defensively on Seattle's part.
And John Nolan's on Lewis, wide open in the corner.
Well, it's about, Seattle, if they don't get off to a good start and get too far behind, they are nowhere near the cohesive unit that Utah is.
Well, Utah puts so much pressure on you, Kevin, to stay focused when you're playing defense, because the minute you relax, they take advantage. I think he's pretty much established the fact that he's a pretty good basketball player.
Yeah, Gordon Chiazza has worked so well with him, the assistant for the Jazz, and outside another shot.
I don't know what Ruben's complaining about. He tried to shoot through the double team. He needs to do a better job of just reading the double. Played 20 minutes and only scored 2 points. He's got 4 points already tonight.
And 5 rebounds. Here's Payton.
Well, the center for Utah most of the times are non-factor unless Malone is in the killer.
Yeah, that's a shot that he has to hit because of the way that they're trapping Stockton out on the pick and rolls. Their big guys could have to step out. Malone's been knocking him down all series.
And in games to 1, Payton. Ruben Patterson lost it at the other end. Stockton to Isley for 3, right between the eyes.
They did almost the entire game.
Well, and Gary Payton made a great steal down at the other end. Now he's getting discouraged at his players because...
Final seconds of the first quarter. Knocked away, loose, retrieve. Payton will try to beat the buzzer with the breakaway. And does! If they don't win, like we saw last night with Sacramento, anything can happen. It's Baker over Ostertag, and that is... And Payton. With the shot clock down to 9, they rotate to Baker, again over Ostertag, and again they strike it. Active underneath.
Yes, he is. He wants to beat this Utah Jazz. They didn't want him back from last year. He felt like he was an important part of the team.
The Sonics.
Well, this guy sure is competitive. Look at this. I mean, this is about the 5th steal that he's made in the ball game.
Barry slashing inside. In this second quarter has not scored. Padgett to Malone. Back into Padgett. Twisting around Foster. Padgett inside gets it. Vacuums it in and puts it down hard. Hornacek, Malone, and Padgett in the game. Polonese on the bench with 3 fouls. And Padgett.
Well, I think when things go bad, everything seemed to go bad at the same time. He picked up those early fouls, and then psychologically now he's not there. That light in his eye now, and you get rewarded when you start playing with the kind of positive actions that he's doing now.
There's a charge on Gary Payton, and that is the 3rd foul on Gary Payton.
Well, I'm gonna tell you,
he doesn't want a fist fight with Gary if he takes him out of the game.
Well, here is Payton giving to Barry, slinging it inside for Grant.
Team for you.
Ryan Russell gashing the defense with the drive. Malone tried to feed it inside. Another Utah turnover. Here comes Payton looking for Lewis. He lost the ball and out of bounds it goes.
And it's something you never can have too much of.
Utah has scored only 5 points this quarter. Malone to Russell. Knocked away by Ruben. Stockton 1 of 3. Malone finally hits. He is 3 of 9. And Amik with a crossover on Stockton to get free. Then Stockton blocks the shot. Williams gets it back, aims a 3. Malone, 6 points, John, excuse me, in that first half.
What is very important is that Seattle's got to be able to do just what they did.
Biggest Seattle lead. Facing elimination for a second consecutive game coming into tonight. Malone heard from early. Grant to Baker. Baker's got 12. He's got 14.
Play the game. This guy hit a couple of shots, and now everything he touches is going in.
Hornacek weaving his way inside and finding two. With a minute and a half gone here in the third quarter. From Key Arena, Stockton bulldozing his way down the game.
And Stockton is a surgeon. I mean, he's been here. He understands all this.
As is Gary Payton.
Stockton and Payton and the little mental things they do in the game. Not the obvious things, the long jump shots going in, but the little innuendos, the little things that they do to each.
Sneaking inside, Jeff Hornacek.
Ease, turned, and came back baseline and left his man.
Clever player. Here's Barry on the three ball. 4 of 10 from the field. Stockton double. Russell with the pump fake and 4 to shoot. Nails it again. Baker, shot clock at 9. Grant slithering down the baseline. Lewis triple team, but got it to go anyway.
Now you see the confidence with he's playing. It's great.
The former slam dunk champion Brent Barry missing right there. Ball was knocked away and picked up with Stockton hitting a 3. Stockton. Russell, he's had a great third quarter, misses everything there. Caught by Ostertag, ejected by Foster. Down court for Lewis, 2-on-1. Oh! Malone inside, counted for 2 and a foul. Malone's got
supporting them, trying to get them going.
So again, the 2 T's, one on the player and one on the coach. And here's Payton. Off balance. Played a bit in the first, and Grant got it from Barry. Ostertag taps it to Isley. Ostertag vacuums it in, and here comes John Stockton. With a nice feed into Malone. Oh, what a pass by John Stockton. Lewis to Baker inside. Back to Barry. Flying down the lane. Rebound by Malone. And broken up by Barry against Malone, and he got 2 out of the play.
Well, that was a great hustle draft, isn't it?
Ostertag fumbles it away. Picked up by Malone. Squeezes one up for 2. Stockton against Baker. Snaps it out to an open Gilliam for 2. Rebound Ostertag. Climbs it and shoves it in.
And that's what I'm talking about. Games in the playoffs against Houston, for example.
He was very good in game 1. Struggled in 2 and 3. And Greg Foster outside the X-Champ.
Great job of getting that Milwaukee Buck team turned around.
Shot clock at 5. It's Russell from outside. He's
talking about, but if they don't foul him, they're going to get layups because they all are penetrating.
The slashing move by Russell. Malone falls, an off-balance shot goes in.
The difference in what the Jazz, they come up with something on missed shots, foul shots they get.
Stockton, you saw, back in, twirling is Baker. And that one drops. Stockton around the Ostertag screen, finds Russell, who finds Malone, snapping it back. Hornacek for 3. Good! Stockton has just 9. Inside to Malone, collapsing on him was Baker, and they call Malone for the trap.
Neutralizes the athleticism of Seattle, keeping him out of the open court.
Look at Baker working hard, but stripped to the ball, and then retaking it was Lewis of Seattle.
Great hustle play on Lewis's part.
It's Payton for 3. Laziness. Payton, Baker, Lewis. Look at those moves.
A young kid, and he's going to the basket on his shots now.
Russell the miss. Payton had the ball. Malone takes it away, and with the tomahawk, he brings the Utah Jazz. Gary Payton. Arena is rocking. Facing elimination for a second straight game, the Sonics.
A little bit there. Payton's going to control this ball until the end of the game if they're smart, and everything from then will come from him.
Rashawn, it's a 9-point, make it a 10-point Sonic lead with a down due series with the Jazz. A surprising win in Game 3, followed by a stunning win tonight in Game 4. And Seattle will live to play another day. And we're going back to Salt Lake for Game